It's cruel, you know, the way they've been treating you lately. Could you real mess up on the daily? Tell you things you wanna hear, they say. Well, I need lover. What would I do without you? But at the end of the day, it's a game. So many miles and I'm moving the same way. But you know where it goes. She's been moving so fast, I've been taking it slow. What you give has got me locked up, feeling hazy. I cut all the lines, well it's crazy. So I say what I always say, like, is it what you want, is it what you need? Is it something else you needed from me? They try to take a collar to a dog with no owner. Tell him sit, lay down, roll over, it's strange. I'm caught up, I'm lost in the game. I move while they beg me to stay. And I've been feeling broke up since I woke up, but it's a new day. When I say what I needed to say. And you know where it goes. She's been moving so fast, I've been taking it slow. And chase is the funniest thing, but see, I'm not at the end of it. I'm not at the end of it. We are the Rex, Rex, Rex. 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 We are the Rex. So let me never wanna work it back. Rex, Rex. We are the Rex. So let me never wanna work it back. Michael, it's your birthday today. Take it actually, it's on its way. Michael, such a good boy this year. Over the gifts while we all cheer. Michael, such a good boy this year. Over the gifts while we all cheer. Michael, Rex, Rex. We are the Rex. So let me never wanna work it back. Michael, it's your birthday today. Take it actually, it's on its way. Michael, such a good boy this year. Over the gifts while we all cheer. Michael, such a good boy this year. Over the gifts while we all cheer. Rex, Rex.
Hello, everybody. I was just vibing to the song. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Poison Point stream. Let's turn down the music here. It's a great song, but good song. How is everyone doing today? I must apologize because, unfortunately, the phone that I use in order to face track is not working at the moment. It has decided it's going to charge at the lowest possible speed. And the thing is I needed to be full charge in order to do an hour and a half of streaming, so a bit unfortunate there. Hello, Bonnie. Is it Femboy Friday overall, or is it just a normal Femboy Friday? Regardless, happy Femboy Friday. And, well, look who we have in front of us today. There is a little clown on the table with us. They were first, and I'm very happy and excited to see them here with me. Unfortunate that Stream Effects does not work, because I used to have a little bit of more of an effect there, but it's okay. Oh, Ellie has found the next in the addition of dancers, because I forgot to turn the other one off, but we've proven that the redeem works, so we're winning. Oh, yeah, Stream Effects has decided that it does not want to cooperate with me. No matter what I do, it will not link with OBS 29. Literally, yeah, I could put it in the exact spot that they tell me to put it. It does not exist to them. So, oh well. Nobody voting against the odds in the poll. Yes, there is a poll ongoing, a prediction. The prediction is, will Chance call me a liar? This includes the second that he is unmuted to the end of the stream. Well, when we start to wrap up, of course. Only a fool would take that wager. Well, you are a gambling lot. A lot of you do win most of the time, but the other half of the time, well, it's a bit unfortunate for you. My apologies to those that have lost in the past, but 'tis the way the game is played. You'll be my Huckleberry Bonnie? Well, I appreciate it. Hello, Candelana, and welcome on in. I'm trying a new feature. We're going to see if we can make this work. I have this little thing that I would like to try, and yes, this is a little bit of boosting. On the Going Live tweet itself, which I will be posting here right now, if you have a question for Chance that you would like me to ask him later, after the intermission, if you could go to the starting now tweet, the Going Live tweet, and put your question in the replies with hashtag poison points. I want to see if I could get it trending. It would be really cool if we could get that to happen. What do you mean? I haven't lost a prediction yet. Have you not? Did you lose the Buffy prediction, Ellie? But if you haven't lost a prediction, then in that case I might just have to increase the price of a certain thing. I'm sure you know exactly what I mean. In fact, we'll do that right now while it's fresh on the brain. You did lose the Buffy prediction. I see. So you're joshing me. I see. But yes, if you feel so inclined, of course, later on after the intermission, if you would like to ask the questions in chat, that is perfectly fine. But this would help me out exponentially or incrementally. We'll see how it goes. I would love to see Poison Points trending on Twitter, and well, all of a sudden we get a lot more viewers. Who is this mysterious frog? You know what I mean? But regardless, I hope everyone had a great week. And for those, I hope you had a great weekend, if now you're starting the week of work on a Friday. How was everybody's weeks overall? I'm just getting a few more things set up here on my end, including the music here. I know I did just see Ellie, Buffy, Max, and I believe that was it. Drake, yes, of course. Drake head to bed, so... not the greatest, lols, I see. You're just glad it's over? Well, I do hope that it gets better, overall. The weekend is here, so let's try to make the most of it. Alright, we already have some of the questions rolling on through. I suppose, without further ado, we should introduce our guest. I think that would be most appropriate. So, from... well... where is Chance even from? I suppose that question is to be answered. But, oh, well, I just spoiled Chance showing up. Chance, can you hear me? Oh no, I didn't undeaf him. Chance, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I spoiled your introduction. My apologies.
It's me, ain't no big deal.
You shut up for a split second when I swapped on over to a different source. So
Perfect.
But yes,
Scout is all we need.
This is our very own ChanceNezumi. And we'll be putting the links in the chat for you to see. Please go give them a follow.
They see me.
Straight from the trash can in the back
Whoa,
of the...
whoa. I don't live in a trash can. I live in a cardboard box. Get it right.
Looks like we have rats. Gonna have to call the exterminator.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of that guy if he shows up.
How are you doing tonight, Chance?
Nervous.
You're a little nervous? Well, don't worry. I'm only going to make it harder on you.
Oh, please. I've been such a good boy. I waited so long.
Oh, were you another one of the guests that has stayed overnight in preparation for this moment?
Yeah, you, locked me in here.
I didn't lock you in. You
I
were already
the door
in
wouldn't
here.
Open?
Well, yes, I lock up at the end of the night. So you were already in here the entire time while I was working.
No comment.
I
Legally
see.
not allowed to answer that question.
I see. Well, regardless, it is a pleasure to have you here, and I hope that you get some food because, well, we're going to be strapped in for about an hour and a half with me in this room in the suite.
There's roast beef in the kitchen, so I'll grab that later, probably.
Well, I will say you are safe to look at chat now. Everyone who is in chat tonight, say hello to Chams.
Hi, everyone.
Yes. Buffy says, hello, Chams, hi.
That's me.
These wizard rats
I'm
are
the guy.
built different, indeed. It's Chance. Well,
Yeah, that's my name.
I will not lie, and I'll be completely transparent. Chance knows this, but I am exhausted. I got a total of 2 hours of sleep, so if I all of a sudden zone out for a split second, please snap your fingers and let me know, because I do not wish to be zoning, but exhaustion says otherwise.
Yeah.
Even,
If I panic, it's not my fault.
Yep. Even beings such as I get exhausted, so This wasn't just a coincidence. This is definitely chance. What is that supposed to mean? Are you suspecting an imposter, or?
It's a long story.
Well, I suppose we could ask
A story
that question.
that I don't even know.
Oh, never mind. I can't ask the question if you don't even know.
I'm just making a bit.
No? Oh, it is a pun. This is definitely chance.
Yeah, it's Buffy trying to make me angry.
Buffy, look me in the eyes with my brand new screen. Thank you.
We're so close together now. Oh no.
Yes, I have this, I might have to do a little bit of troubleshooting with it, but whenever Chance is talking, the focus will be on Chance, and whenever I'm talking, the focus will be on me. It'll be a little bit better than the jarring transitions from this to that, to this and that, and all these. So, yeah, it'll hopefully be a little bit better. And overall, will enhance the experience, because I was talking to Chance about this while we were in pre-stream. I tend to get lazy when I'm not on camera, and I do not care what my model does when I'm not on screen. So I want to help rectify that and keep myself on my toes at all times.
I get very irritated with my model if it's not like
Perfect.
Doing the right thing.
Yes. It's like a self-conscious thing, because when I'm the observer of you, it's fine. It's either funny or I understand the problem. But when I am the observer of myself, it frustrates me more than anything.
Yeah. What was VTubing?
Yeah, indeed. Because you want to be the best version of yourself. Well, this alternative self that you have created. Speaking of which, I do have a question from Resington from last stream. It has been a few weeks at this point, but
I forgot what the question was. Oh no.
Yes. I forgot to remind you to think of a question for later on in the stream, so that is something I will remind you now of. But the question that Rez had for you, not you specifically, just the next interviewee, which happened to be you, was...
Yeah.
If there is one thing that you could go back and change about your design or character, like your name, would you keep it the same or make some adjustments?
I mean, like, I'm always changing my model, or at least tweaking new things as is, so, like, not necessarily, but I would liked to not have started with a ponytail, because now I cannot not have a ponytail because I like it so much.
It's stuck forever.
I can't like, every time I'm like looking at like other hair and stuff, I'm just like, no, it's not the same. It doesn't give me, and I can't do it. And I'm like, yeah, ponytail still wins. So probably like that, if not that, outside of that, I don't like, nothing immediately comes to mind. I would probably like not use the exact name that I have, because it's literally just it's just the word rodent, basically.
Nezumi translates to rodent in Japanese, I take it.
It means rat/mouse, roughly. It's just a broad term used for them whenever they're within eyesight.
Understood. Being this close has just reminded me, my frustration with this current webcam setup is that it is not tracking my smile like it normally does, and that is annoying as all hell. But
I need better face tracking, so I know how you feel.
Yes, someday we will have it perfect. Thank you for the stretch, Mazda. We shall do that now.
I'll pop my back in 7 different places.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I actually needed that because I have to go from work to doing poison points almost back to back, and the rest period is not enough. I see.
Resting is important.
I mean, I hang out with you all day long, to be fair, so...
I mean, maybe.
Sometimes. Well,
one of
okay.
us, you know.
Okay. I mean, I'm there when I can, alright? It doesn't have to... Anyways.
Oh, no, that wasn't a joke. That wasn't a joke. I'm just like one of the hangout he's.
Yes, this is fair. Alright. Now into the main set of questions. I've changed up a few of these to give a little bit of variety. Since a lot of the older questions from previous interviewees have always been very intriguing to me, and I've kept a backlog. So I hope you're ready for this new set. It might catch you by surprise.
What's my favorite type of drug?
What is your favorite M&M and why?
My favorite M&M?
Yes. Which color M&M is your favorite?
Honestly, like, as long as they're like not peanut M&Ms, I really don't care.
Well,
but if I was forced to pick, wait, actually, is this like based on like the ones from the commercials?
I can only assume that was the original intent of the question. I have stolen this from Buffy specifically, so I can only. I think it's up in the air for interpretation whether it's the Buffy, actual candy or if it is the cartoon commercials.
If it's the animated ones, I'm gonna have to go with. I hate peanut M&Ms. Don't get me wrong, but the yellow one is funny, and I like him because of that.
Yeah, the yellow one has that himbo energy.
Yeah. Just like me.
I believe I originally said green, the original green M&M. But with the inclusion of the blue M&M, my opinions and tastes have changed. Wait, is it the blue one? Is it the brown one that's the secretary? If it's the brown one that's the secretary, it's whatever the secretary one is.
Yeah, the brown one's the secretary. The green one's the, with quotations, baddie.
Yeah, the real.
I don't know how else to refer to them.
The real hottie with the shape. Round is the best shape. So
completely circular.
Listen, we had this discussion, and it was mostly one-sided because I believe that in Destiny, the Traveler is the perfect life form because it is round.
And subjectively, you could say that.
Listen, I like my girls a little chunky.
There.
Add that to the list of cursed things that Irisu has said.
No argument.
Buffy says, answer both. So your favorite character is the yellow M&M.
Yeah, the yellow. And then I guess, I don't know, I'm thinking like orange for like the actual M&Ms.
Okay.
I don't want to. Like they're M&Ms, like dog. Like they all taste the fucking same. Oh man, this has color dye orange 4.
I will say, from a statistical standpoint, they do taste different. And do you want to know why?
Because of the color dye?
Yes, because of the color dye. And it's not the dye itself. It's because
that causes with the show, right?
No. It's because of how we perceive the colors. If we put the color in our mouth, we eat with our eyes first, and that influences the taste of something. So if you have a favorite color of M&M and the least favorite color of M&M, chances are you're going to dislike your least favorite color. It's just the way it goes.
So I'm curious, how does that work whenever it's like say you blindfold me and shove M&Ms in my mouth? Am I going to be able to tell which ones they are, possibly?
Oh, no, you would not be able to. Not at all.
Man, brain's fucking dumb as shit, dog.
Oh, it definitely is. Listen, if I served you a platter of the most disgusting looking food on the planet, you are less likely to taste it. That's just like basic human survival. But
true.
If that food was good, you would have a weirdly negative response to tasting that food. It would seem strange to you that it tastes that good, despite looking so terrible. And
you're so smart.
The same's up. You flatter me too much. Listen, I've done a lot of food.
It makes sense.
I've done a lot of food science and research, so...
I mean, it is your job. We don't talk about durian in here.
Durians, yes. So durians do have the, a negative connotation surrounding them. They look really fucking cool, but they don't taste the best.
Smell fucking awful.
Yes. That is actually the second sense.
Partially smell.
That's the second sense that we taste with. It's taste, or not taste, sorry. Your eyes first, and then your nose, and then your mouth. In that order specifically. And then...
If you plug your nose, it doesn't taste as bad.
Yes, actually, for a lot of people, if they plug their nose, they can't taste anything, which, completely
I mean,
linked.
technically, that's still not as bad.
This is true. They smell terrible, but taste
Stuck
sweet.
on stupid shit.
anyways. That actually was not the question that I was going to ask you. There's another question coming up later, but I love the Eminem question too much to not use it. And the one that has been using it consistently has not streamed in about 6 months, so I think it would be fine to take it temporarily for now. Let's get on to the real icebreaker questions.
Okay,
Why,
gotcha.
Chance, did you become a VTuber in the first place? How did you get here?
So like, I kind of always wanted to stream. It's just at like my current, like originally, like a long time ago, like my living situation was not the greatest. A lot better now, as you could probably guess because I'm streaming. But I don't have any problems with how I look. I'm relatively confident with how I look. I just don't want people looking at me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I find myself handsome. So, whenever I learned about VTubing through like HoloLive and Niji Sanji shit, I originally did apply to them. Obviously, got declined. Probably happier that happened at this point.
It
did bum me back then.
There's a clown in chat that would agree with you not being a part of that organization.
Yeah, I would have probably fucking hated it. But it's just like, I've always wanted to stream just because I like talking to people. I like making people smile because I'm a goofy fucking goober. So like pretty much that's like the premise. It's just I wanted to interact with people in general. I've met a lot of good people because of this too, so.
Oh yes.
It's been nice.
Yeah, there is certainly a pressure that comes with being on camera at all times, and having this as a buffer is very nice and kind of quells that anxiety a little bit. Remaining anonymous, but still having a personality that can move and smile and talk. VTubing is wonderful.
Yeah, because like personally, I feel like at least from my like perspective, unless the person is funny enough, I do like having something on screen that isn't the game to look at occasionally.
Yes.
Like, it doesn't have to be like a good model, or it could just be a single fucking picture of something, like some goofy shit that like represents them. Like as long as there's something else there, I feel like the stream's just immediately better.
Yeah, something that's not just like, the game being played or whatever is happening. Yeah,
because like, if you don't have anything else, you better be fucking funny for me. Like that's like, because like my original favorite streamer, his name's like Tomato Gaming. He doesn't stream with a cam. He used to be a YouTuber. He switched to streaming, but he is so fucking funny all the time, and he's really good at interacting with chat. But like, I don't care that he doesn't have that stuff. But, like, see, like I'm funny, but not everybody finds me funny. But you know, I get to like also look fucking awesome like this.
Yes, and have multiple forms.
Well, I got one, and then I just put on a dress as the other.
This is fair. But we got the alt outfits. We have Vinyan capabilities, which is wonderful. I love that I have these options.
It's fun stuff. Are we doing that, huh?
Oh yeah, we're getting a little dark, a little devious.
Mine's not as edgy, but you know.
Well, I'll do the normal form without the glitch effects.
Yeah, we got fucking highlighter eyes, baby.
And we got the plumpy rat form.
That doesn't have physical like creation yet, right? We got artistic expression from that, but that's about it. One day though.
One day.
I'll get something. I'm gonna be real fucking picky about that part though.
It'd be really awesome to have a rigged tiny rat model
I want it, but it's like in my head, it's like it's hard to make or get one made that's like something that I would be content with. Because like with my appearance and like presentation of things, like obviously I have like my stream looks fucking scuff as shit, but I am gorgeous. That is all that matters. I have like the thing that I am being represented as has to look fucking great. So if I don't have like a high ass quality rat, not like a realistic rat, but just a rat that looks really detailed, I'm probably not gonna enjoy using it.
At least 10,000 polygons, bare minimum.
I don't even think this has that many polygons, but yeah.
hyper detailed VTuber rigged cat rat. Oh my god, that's
honestly, I would also settle for the Germa rat if that was like 3D rigged.
That would be awesome.
That would be funny as shit, and I'd be down with it.
Would you use the voice?
Yeah, I would learn how to do the voice.
16K rat.
Excessively detailed rat. I love it.
Yes. This one's a little bit of an obvious question for you, since we kind of basically just touched basis on it. How did you come up with your name?
My name? Okay, so it's basically a continuation of an old name, which is a continuation of an even older name. So my original name was Rat Mojave for like Xbox and shit when I was young.
Yes.
So I had a rat named Mojave, and after they passed away, I just needed something to like keep them in my thoughts every so often. So I named myself that, which progressed to the rat Chance, and Chance the Rat as like the alternate version of the writing it. And it's such an Xbox name, yeah. Which I just stuck with that. Oh, this is a long time ago. Don't worry about it. This was like over a decade ago. And it just progressed from that. And I was like, I like using my name when I was making my VTuber stuff. And I was like, but I fell under that mild like brain stigma thingy or whatever people have with like VTuber names. Oh, it has to be partially Japanese. Oh yeah, that shit. And I was like, what's the word for rat in Japanese? I was like, that's my last name, baby, Nezumi.
Well, listen, you don't gotta call me out for, using a Japanese related name.
No, I'm not calling you out. It's just like you see stuff about it, and it's just like that's not how it's spelled. It's spelled like this. It's with a fucking J.
Oh goodness, I'm not on screen at the moment.
Like Mojave Desert.
Because I fixed something, but now it's busted. So hold on.
Oh no.
That is very sweet that your name originates with your old pet's rat. I think that's very cute.
They were my first like my pet, and I had them for 3 years.
Very adorable. All right, I believe I have this set up. Here we go. Oh, I'm doing a lean. Yeah. Hold on. But what's the command?
You leaning?
It's not that. There we go. We have fixed it. Okay.
Yeah, I love your model face whenever you put on like the sussy eyes.
Yes, I love the ability to be able to move my eyes. It helps so much with my immersion. I have to practice.
Wish I didn't have to wear glasses, but everything else costs money that I don't want to run. So glasses it is. So my eye tracking sucks.
I'm sure there are ways that you could like really fine tune Vignon and VC face to go past the glasses. Look beyond.
It's based off of lighting as well. Because as you would expect, glasses naturally have reflection because they're made of a clear surface which can reflect light.
Yeah.
And because glasses are generally curved, they reflect a lot on certain angles. So if you don't have like perfect lighting, A lot of the times the camera cannot properly recognize your eyes, or at least the placement of your eyes behind them, depending on like the size of your lens, which also matters a lot. Because if you have like the smaller rectangle lenses, it's a lot harder for them to track your eyes properly. But if you have like the big circle lenses that you would like see in like on a cartoon grandma, not that those look bad, I do like those glasses.
Yes.
But it's a lot easier for them to like track through those.
Yeah. And like the curse of, being or having glasses and needing to use a camera to track your face is that you need good lighting. And the lighting usually comes from the front in order to make it work properly. And that just makes it all the worse. So it's a give and take situation.
Also, my room literally doesn't have a light because of California things.
Oh, yes.
The only reason my room gets lit in the night is because I have a lamp to the left of my desk, which points towards my blinds and bounces it off the wall so it hits my face.
Based California moment.
Yep. Love California. Where every room but the master bedroom doesn't have a fucking lighting fixture in it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, rooms that aren't like, big rooms. But...
Some of the apartments and duplexes up here in Washington are kind of the same, actually, unfortunately. So
it's just cheaper housing, that's about it.
Yeah, trying to make it more affordable, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. It's still reflected in your bill, so...
Yeah, you know what's fucking funny is they put light switches in, but they don't put light fixtures in.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And they expect you to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
But if you mess it up, you can end up paying double for electricity, which is great and wonderful and amazing.
Don't you love capitalism, gamers?
Oh yes, it is definitely quite lovely. Now, I need to know, because your model was originally the Rat Wizard model, and you've gone through a lot of changes in terms of your outfit and everything. Overall, how did you come up with your concept? Like, the rat is obvious because you wanted to include the old username into like the VTuber persona. But why did you come up with this design?
The current one, I'm like, because it's been like so many like additive things over time. It's like, it's not like a thing I came up with. I was like really just hacking on things that I liked. Because like, I like tattoos. I like magic.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, rat bases. But it's like, kinda vaguely how I would like to look in some respects. If that makes sense. I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
I definitely get you there. If I look like this in real life, I would be, perfect, flawless, beautiful. I would walk out on the streets and proud. but I do agree with you.
And as for like the fashion stuff, like the choker, the tank top, the jeans, the sneakers, that's like just how I would dress anyways. So it's like fitting.
Very close.
I don't normally wear tank tops, but everything else I would wear normally.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the glasses are just literally the same shape as my glasses in real life. So I would like.
Yeah, there's somewhat of a little bit of a 1-to-1.
It's just the sizing.
Yeah, the anime versus the real life, of course, too. And also, it'd be great if you had real, actual rat ears.
That would be a danger to me because people want to touch them.
Is that an issue? Chad, do we have an issue with this? Because I wouldn't have an issue. Meat reflex
interweb. Love it.
My goodness. Pets the fluffy ears. Okay, I have a question. This is for a chat member specifically. I don't know if anybody else is seeing this. Why is it that Lulz has that little charging battery thing every other message?
Yeah, I don't know.
That is so weird. And it's throwing me off. I think they're a different chatter every time.
It's probably a bug.
Maybe.
Because I know, like, whenever, like, voting symbols are in, like, they picked the first thing, like, stuff just breaks inherently with that.
Yeah, this is fair. Activating, deactivating turbo at will. I wish I had that ability. But I'm not that flawless, unfortunately.
The turbo battery is reflective of their current mood.
Oh shit, did the CEO of Twitter really quit a couple weeks ago? Or not Twitter, Twitch?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know
new
that.
management.
Uh-oh.
Like, everything's been getting under new management.
Well,
first Twitter, next to YouTube, but now Twitch.
Everyone, please grab on to the nearest life vest and strap in for a wild ride.
Yeah.
But that is a topic for a different stream. That could be a whole stream on its own. Now that I've learned about this and I didn't know previously. Interesting.
Indeed.
Interesting. Okay, so a lot of your design comes from how you would like to be, as well as some elements of your real self put into a character. That's good. That's good. I love seeing everyone's designs, from the most simplistic to the quote-unquote realistic to the weirdest and wackiest, because there's a lot of story behind each and every single one, aside from the people who take normal models off of like live 2D, but that's for a different day. Has there been anyone in your life, Chance, that you would consider to be a role model, whether they're a VTuber or not?
I mean, not like specifically like a role model kind of, because I've never like been like I take up role models as like a person. It's just not my kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like I do have things that I like and that I would like to do myself because of like people I watched, I guess. Because like if I wasn't funny, I wouldn't be doing this.
This is fair.
That is like my core thing. Is I like making jokes and stuff. I like being a fucking goober or a shithead depending on the time. If it wasn't like that, I would probably be like a hardcore speedrunner and I would be miserable because I hate doing that shit. Because it's like, I'm good at games and I don't want to do that. But like, as for people that like did technically draw inspiration from, it'd be like, to a degree, Moist Critical, Tomato Gaming, obviously, because he was my favorite streamer before like I started watching VTubers and stuff. From VTubers, I don't think I really have like a single person that I'm like, yeah, that's my inspiration kind of thing, or like the role model word. Because it's just like, there's a lot of things in VTubing that I like, but then there's also a lot of things that I dislike about it.
Yes. Oh.
So it's like it's hard to have like somebody on a pedestal for me.
100% agree. Yeah, Max, you look up to Max.
Yeah. Yeah. Whenever I need to think of a funny bit, I'm like, what would Max do?
Buffy, this is true. I think this is starting to turn into the...
I can't put a friend as a role model, though. The thing.
Yeah.
It's completely... That makes them not my friend anymore.
I actually might have to change this question entirely. Because I found that, well, at least how I've grown up, a role model is like the normal. Like that is something that you should have. At least what I was taught in schools by my parents. But everyone that I've had on the show up until this point, only one has been able to tell me without hesitation who their role model is. Which I think is intriguing. I yes, shut the fuck up. It is a niche that I didn't think it was niche. I thought it was just a normal thing to look up to like somebody. But I suppose
it's a mindset thing.
Yeah, if you make somebody to be a celebrity, then I can see where that's kind of a bad thing. So
like the thing is with like role models is like it used to be a frequent thing, but it's like people are very different now, and things are more out in the air than they used to be. So it's like, odds are people are more scared of having a role model nowadays, just because like, oh, what if they fuck up?
Yeah. I think it is perfectly valid, though, that if somebody like that does mess up, you can still look at the qualities that were positive and glean those rather than what they just did, or what they did that was swept under the rug. What if they F up, or what if people think I'm copying them? Well, this is a philosophy I've held for a lot of like developmental skills from the ages of 12 to, well, my age right now, 26. A lot of your personality is somebody else's. You've just adapted it to become, or basically you've adapted it into your own form to be yourself. And I think that's fine. I don't think there's an issue with that. If you have a quirk in your personality that is from somebody that just so happened to be an asshole, at that point it's not their quirk, it's your quirk. And you should own it, for sure. But that's just me, my opinion. Elvira will never F up, and I don't care if people think I'm copying her. I am. Work it, Bonnie.
Love it, Bonnie.
But yes.
Yeah, it's just like, I feel like rewording it to like not specifically using the word role model, just using like what people have inspired you.
Yes,
like
yes.
An easier way to ask it.
See, and the thing is I thought that went hand in hand, because I feel like you could have multiple role models.
It's like, okay, so like if you have a role model, that person directly inspires you. But if you don't have a role model, you can still receive inspiration.
Yeah, this is fair.
It's a little bit more broad than role model. So I feel like it's an easier question to answer and get a accurate answer from somebody. Because like if I was forced to be picked a role model, I was like, that's my mom. Because my mom's awesome. So
yeah. I think that's fine. Rez answered with his uncle, and that makes sense to me. I just love the pardon me. I love the question as a whole. It has had interesting responses almost every time.
It's just like on like, I would say it's like a hard question with quotation.
Mm-hmm. Well, I will definitely be taking it. I'll definitely be taking it to the drawing board and revamping it. Besides, the set list of these questions has remained mostly the same, so I do want to change them. But it is good learning experience for everyone involved. So, I have asked this question many times, and this is actually a question that got a different response than I was intending. But I do like how it has evolved. Are there any scrapped concepts that you can share that you may never return to?
So like the issue with that question is like, I don't plan a fucking thing. I am Wing It the Gamer. So I don't really have concepts. It's like things I like thought, and I was like, nah, fuck that. But let me think a little bit.
Well, usually what this question is answered with is what they were going to be before they decided on their character. Like Buffy wanting to be a red panda before deciding on a clown.
Okay.
Which I love that it has changed into that, because my thing was I was just trying to get like what are the secret little details of little things that you've done, and then it turned into that. I guess we're going full like behind the scenes this episode.
I could like answer it in a different way. Is like, if I wasn't to be a rat, I would have been a possum.
So
I like possums.
Similar rodent field.
No. Possums are not rodents. They are marsupials, if memory serves. Very different.
That's probably another like where we grew up
situation. They got no belly pouches.
I know. It's just where I grew up. If you could run it over, it was a rodent. That is the
Toxic.
I'm sorry. Listen, I live.
You're telling me a raccoon's a rodent? Absolutely not.
I live in the most polarized city. The most alt-left and the most alt-right people live here. People say the weirdest shit and have the weirdest traditions up here.
Okay, tell me, what's a beaver? Scientifically, what is a beaver?
A mammal?
You fucking bitch. That is correct, but that's not what I'm asking. A beaver is a rodent.
It is a rodent, yes. I was going to say it is a rodent. I'm going to be using that as as meme potential for later.
It's somebody with what is a beaver?
What is a beaver? That is a great question. Okay. So you would be a possum.
Probably, yeah.
Would the design stay relatively the same, or would you like mostly change the ears, go with a different look?
I honestly don't know. I mean, the tail would have been the same if I had a tail. Obviously. I would have probably had more of akin to Pinch, like a covert look in terms of like the direct striking resemblances, because like you know how Pinch is the mask.
Yes.
Something akin to that probably.
I don't know why. Like I don't know why my first instinct is to dog on possums.
They're little good guys. They're not even bad.
I know, but like you just have like a fainting redeem. Just something like that.
I would definitely would have done that. I would have had where I just passed the fuck out.
Yeah, Bonnie was almost a possum. I don't know why I have the urge to dog on you as a possum, but I didn't as with Bonnie wanting to be a possum.
Because you like fighting me.
I suppose we are both antagonists in our own right.
We antagonize each other daily. As part of the friendship.
Indeed. One of these days, and I've said this to everyone who has been like, if I could be something else, I need to see either art or an alternative outfit that depicts you as that other thing. So Chance is on you. And if there are any artists in chat that could turn Chance into a possum, please, I'm begging you. I need to see this art. I'm still waiting on the Bonnie possum art.
I really want to. I might commission Lady for that one.
Oh yes.
I want Lady to draw me all the time, but I don't want to like ask for free shit, you know?
Yeah, it is. She is so kind and generous, and the urge to ask is there, but then there's a little bit of that moral, like, it shouldn't be for free all the time. She's too kind.
Lady deserves all the money in the world for how amazing her art is.
Now, on the flip side of things, are there any things that you have planned for the future? Any like upcoming events that you're able to share? I know you said you're not really a planner, but are there any like broad, big things that you've been thinking about?
I feel like that question's impossible to answer for me because I don't like I said, I don't plan shit. I don't think about the future.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. It's like really. That's probably the hardest question you could ask me.
That's fine. That's fine.
Like maybe like I might actually commission somebody to get proper like rat-like ears.
Okay.
But that's like a maybe, just because that costs money.
Oh, yes, indeed. As do a lot of things. But I understand your plight.
Yeah.
It would be cool to have...
Probably that. Also, I've been talking with Nyx. Maybe a rat tail that, like, wiggles.
Yeah, that'd be really cute.
Because Nyx has been, like, practicing that stuff. And Nyx is, like, pretty poggers, so...
Yeah, with the scorpion scorpion tail and everything. So
so good.
It's quite wonderful. And honestly, I'd love to see people use it even if they don't have a tail as a part of their character. Find something that you could turn into like a movable floaty object behind you. A cape, even. Bonnie, have you been working on a cape? I need to know
Bonnie
this.
with a cape sounds good.
That would be amazing and wonderful. And it billows. We could have the fan redeem to make it billow. Anyways, this is not Bonnie. This is not Bonnie's interview. This is for Chance.
But we love Bonnie.
We do love Bonnie. But we ever evolve, Bonnie. That's the thing. We keep going and pushing our limits and boundaries.
I need Bonnie with a cape doing a superhero pose for like one of your little animations.
Yes.
I need that.
Especially when she's walking down that corridor and it's billowing as she's walking on by.
It'd be so good.
Okay, yes, you talked me into it. Yes,
all we have to do is simp hard. We just have to simp hard enough, and then Bonnie will do stuff.
I've already talked to Bonnie about some of the MMDs that were added to Vinyan as a feature. We may be getting something in the future, potentially, hopefully. Sorry, Cinnamon just came up to give me a big old smooch on the arm. She wants attention really bad. This is a question.
I'm sorry, Bonnie. I can find everybody's code.
Chance just found my game GD code. It's been unlocked.
I can sweet talk anybody, given the circumstances.
I will keep this in mind. But before that,
say it like that.
Rez asked this question, and I love this question. No, it wasn't Rez. Rez was asked this question by Buffy. My apologies. Another Buffy question, and I love this question. If you could portray yourself in any media, such as a video game, TV, anime, etc., which form would you pick? And what would it be its name?
Do you mean like a superhero type thing? Or I need an example.
Well,
what did Rez answer?
Rez answered with they would be in an anime. No, I think it was a video game. It was one or the other, and the name of the game would be like the Hunters Guild or the Hunters. And it would portray his lore and everything about him, and the whole 9 yards. Yeah, comics and movies as well. If you wanted to portray yourself as a hero, that's an option.
I just thought of a terrible thing. You know, like those manga and anime, they're really stupid, like isekai names.
Yes.
Because I remember a long time ago, I was like first starting out. I made this like really, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it's like I described my character. It was like, oh, I'm a rat wizard, but I can't die, and I keep getting killed, or something like that.
And I keep getting
killed.
And
it was something along those lines. Yeah, because I can't like die. I just die, but I don't die.
It has
the way I described it is like it's the perfect title for an isekai, so I'd have to do that, and it would be bad. And I would just be, it would just be a comedy.
So, the name you've decided is that I'm a rat wizard that cannot be killed. But you have like 1,000 question marks and exclamation points.
I'm a rat wizard, but I cannot be killed, and I keep dying.
Oh no, I'm a rat wizard, and I keep dying in this dungeon. Question mark,
that
exclamation
just makes it
point.
sound like a porn.
I didn't know that this was the type of anime that you were interested in, Chance. Well, interested in being a part of. Oh, fair enough.
The only reason I would want to be in an isekai is because I'm funny.
Not the typical protagonist, isekai protagonist.
like if it would be, not that I relate to Kazu any means. He's a fucking piece of shit, but Konosuba is funny as shit. And I would be in that kind.
100% agree. All right. Well, I do like that answer. This is in relation to you being a rat wizard. How did you become a wizard in the first place?
So, on the classified lore that I don't get to see because I don't really. Well, I mean, I think I have a thing put up, just like it's like there. So technically, I used to be human. But with the way that my reincarnation thingy with rats and stuff works is my original being bound their soul to the concept of rats or some shit like that. I can't remember how I worded it. And basically, anytime I die, I can just become another rat through some form of reincarnation. So that's why I'm a rat wizard, is because I'm technically a rat. I just transmogrify my body to
look like a human.
Yes.
So,
and that's why I can look like a baddie.
That begs the question, though, how long have you been around the block? How old are you, really?
See, the thing is with that is, like, in character, me doesn't know. But my soul is, like, a couple hundred, maybe 1,000 years old.
Okay.
When I die, I forget things if they're not important.
So we're roughly the same age, is what I'm hearing.
You're probably older.
Maybe. I mean, if you existed, then definitely I have existed since then, so...
Yeah. Yours involves numbers, mine doesn't.
You have a vague concept, and that's all that matters. I mean, when you've lived for that long, you tend to forget a lot of the time that has passed.
Supposedly, there's old books about my old kingdom or whatever it was.
Supposedly.
But I don't know. So, to sum it up, Hikari, basically, think of it like the soul is like a USB stick memory card thing. And basically, you can only have so much on that whenever you transfer it to other stuff. So you have to leave whether it's important or not, you have to leave some stuff behind.
Mm-hmm.
So I only remember the important things, or things that I deem important.
And your old kingdom was apparently deemed unimportant.
Yes.
And you don't remember. Interesting. Okay. So, can you teach me how to acquire this?
Not actually, no.
No.
I don't remember how it happened because because.
Did you deem that unimportant information too?
You say things and experiences are far more important than spells, right? Also, it's probably not doable anymore.
Why? Because magic changes, or has diminished over time?
Yeah. Resources are finite, even if it is an energy.
I suppose this is fair. If you derive your magic from something akin to like the D&D's version, which is the weave. So I see. I'm picking up what you're putting down. So what is now? Well, I mean, aside from the ability to re-enter another rat, what is your most powerful magic?
I can blow myself up. And teleport. That's about it. That's all I really can do.
So you're Megumin.
See, if Megumin literally fucking died when they did it, yeah. I am like a. Think of me as a rodent-shaped pipe bomb, and I have a button that I can just press in my head and delete everything in like a 30-foot radius.
Delete. That's a little bit different than exploding.
Well, it's an explosion. It's just like it's summarization of what happens. It's a very intense explosion.
Okay, because I was going to say that there's two very different things. So,
yeah. I mean, you think I'm gonna fucking make it busted? No. Yeah, rodent-shaped pipe bomb. That's me.
Human-shaped raccoon and rodent-shaped pipe bomb. There's a rebranding idea if you ever wanted to do a different name.
That is possible.
By the way, if you blow up in this suite, I will be suing you for damages.
See, like, it's not like I can just sneeze and act it. That'd be annoying.
That's true, but like, it's on the table.
I have to cast a spell.
Yeah, but it's on the table that you could do it at any point.
Yeah, but it's also inconvenient to me because I have to go to a different. I'm completely different location.
Do you think that if you started now, I could lunge across the table fast enough to stop you?
Probably. It's not convenient.
Okay, fair enough.
It's like a full sentence. I can just, be menacingly standing there.
Now I'm curious.
I'm not OP.
No. I don't mind about the power level and the scaling and whether you're bloodlusted because it just makes it more fun. I need to know, like, without finishing the sentence, what is the sentence to explode on command?
I would have to find where the piece of paper is.
Okay.
I don't feel like looking for it.
You did.
Also, I don't want anybody learning it because people could hurt them.
I mean, someone could use it for good, maybe.
Yes, let me go fucking blow myself up for the purpose of good when most people only get one activation of the spell. Good idea. Also, how potentially nefarious the spell could be. No.
What does nefarious mean? I don't know.
Evil. Bad. No dice.
I'll put a pin on the pin board for later to ask you for that spell.
Can you fundamentally not die because of a stupid spell curse thing that you put on yourself?
I mean, I haven't, but I can't die, technically. Listen, as long as one being with a brain and conscience exists, I exist, so... Much like you with rats.
You're more sus than me.
What do you mean? Rats are pretty sus.
Yeah, but they're also really cute.
I guess that's fair. Not every human being on the planet's cute, so I can't really back that up with a valid argument.
I win.
You need a spelled one level under Become Pipe Bomb to use it in a less dire circumstance.
I mean, I can learn magic. I have the aptitude for it. It's not useful to me. That's why I only use teleportation magic, because combat is a annoying thing that I don't like doing.
Yes, it
also,
is.
Also, it fucking hurts, as our good friend Pinch would say.
Yeah, this is fair, You are not immune to the pain that you suffer. That being said...
I just like being really annoying.
Do you think you could beat me in a fight?
No.
Really?
You would just eventually get sick of me and stop fighting me. Unless you somehow delete this exact planet that we are on.
Well, like, even if you had preparation, like you are ready to explode, you have the sentence like at the tip of your tongue, and then you walk into a room with me, you think that I would still win?
I mean, you're pretty fast.
I appreciate the honesty. And
you also could just kill me by touching me.
This is true. But if I touched you in that moment, I would definitely be deleted, as you have said. It would be a draw in that case.
Technically, yes.
Technically.
But I still win because I'm not actually dead. But well, actually, no, since you don't technically die as well under certain circumstances, I guess, yeah, it'd be a draw.
Well,
It'd be a pointless fight.
the extinction of humans is inevitable, so then at that point, I'd say my goodbyes to the rest of the planet, but...
And that's rough. Not gonna happen with rats.
Well, that actually is a question I was going to ask you, because you have stated previously that the only way to defeat you is by destroying every rat on the planet. So, is there any other ways to defeat you? Basically ending the immortality part.
Probably. If you know how to... I mean, theoretically, under the circumstances that it is possible to trap a soul, you could probably do that with it.
Okay.
Don't fucking do that, though. That's annoying.
I won't. I think it's awesome that you get to respawn and come back as many times as you so please. Someone like Bonnie might be able to harness your soul. I think that's why you work for her, though, so that she doesn't do that.
No, I'm just down bad.
See, I love these like quote-unquote power scaling questions, because you either have the one side that's like, no, you would never defeat me ever, I'm far too powerful for you, and then we have Chance. It's like, yeah, you could defeat me. You could just flick me on the forehead, and I that's it, I'm done, I'm leaving.
Ooh, oh, my forehead.
Wow, oof, and then you teleport away.
I'm going home.
Listen, there's a certain lust for fighting, but at the same time...
Oh, yeah, it's not that I dislike fighting. I prefer to be annoying than fight somebody.
I see. We share that antagonistic trait.
Yes, I'm an antagonist. Much less a combatant.
Also, hello, Tank. It's a pleasure to see you here. Have you ever considered, I know that it's harder and maybe not even possible to do this anymore, but did you consider expanding your reach a little bit to beyond rats? So, in the event that rats went extinct, you could put yourself into the body of a different animal.
I mean, I could probably broaden it to rodents, but
it's like beavers.
Rats are the best. Yeah, I like beavers. Honestly, I would be a pretty good beaver, because beavers do a lot of purely out of spite. Did you know that beavers build dams because they hate the sound of flowing water?
Wait, really?
At least I remember reading that. Could have been fucking hoax. Who knows? But that's what I know, and that's what I'm going to say that it's true.
I am inclined to believe you, because
they're little shits.
If that is the truth, then that makes everything that I used to think about beavers completely invalid, and I have to validate them. They are nature's gated community HOA members. Yeah, that fucking...
If I wanted to be truly evil, I would become a nutria rat, because those things are literally a menace to everything that exists in an ecosystem. Because they destroy for their needs and do not do anything in return. They are a blight, a parasite in terms of a existence of an animal. So if I go full Joker, nutria rat, because they're also bigger and stronger.
They sound awfully a lot like human beings, to be fair.
Yeah, but we have the consciousness to at least try to do things differently. They do not.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of a moral bounds, a moral standpoint.
Yeah, we got a little compass that tells us, hey, dude, don't fucking do that. They do not.
I have seen you a few times without your magic wand, which also I have not actually seen you with your wand in quite some time. What?
It's annoying. It weighs a lot.
What? It weighs a lot. How much does that thing
Yeah.
weigh?
It's like 15 pounds.
What the fuck? Are you sure this is a wand and not a staff?
Yeah. Well, it's a staff and a wand. You can change size. Tungsten wand, baby. Yeah.
The tungsten wand. Why would you subject yourself to that sort of... does it conduct magic better? They give the hydrate, by the way.
I mean, yeah, metal, like, okay, think about it like this. When it comes to objects, things, depending on the kind of, like, magic you're using, things flow through it, like, energies, that is, flow through it differently. So, like, think of it like how metal conducts heat or electricity. Some things are more conductive of electricity than others, while others are more conductive than others. Mm-hmm. Same goes for magic.
So specifically, the tungsten wand.
Well, mine's not made of tungsten.
Okay. The material.
That's just a good example.
Fair. I might as well be a club, because that's what I was going to say is, I've seen you wield the bat, outside of just your normal magical powers.
Yeah, I just like bats.
And a gun. I suppose you have a gun too, but...
Maybe.
The most powerful spell of all is the Glock 15, or is it 15?
The Glicky.
The Glicky.
There's numerous Glocks. Glock 17, Glock 18, Glock 19, 16.
Okay.
I think Glock 16.
I was close. Close enough for it to count.
Yeah. You were not in the wrong.
Training spellcasting like Goku in the gravity chamber.
If you can dodge a staff, you can dodge a spell.
Just smack somebody, and then you take off the training weights, and yeah, now this wizard has gone from being, you know, the plumpy rat to extreme beefcake wizard.
Maximum beef rat.
Oh my goodness, yes. Also, thank you for the head pat stable. Fair. I would like to keep this lean physique.
It likes smooth. I like smooth on me. But also, I like looking at strong people.
This is fair. What's her name? Is it Beefcake Patty?
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yes. If you know, you know, and if you know, then congratulations, you've been blessed with knowledge.
If you don't know who that is, Google it now.
Carefully, please. I don't know if she uploads anything that's like technically not safe for work, but
I don't think they do. At least I've never seen anything in it. Maybe I'm just lucky. Or unlucky, depending on perspective.
I would also consider myself to be incredibly unlucky if that's the case. Now I have to know, Chance. What do they rat eat?
Garbage. Not like literal garbage, but like I am not a healthy eater.
I see.
But I like, do you want like my like favorite foods or like
Sure. Give me the like, if you were to sell chat on a specific meal that they should try, the rat, we'll call it the rat special. What would that meal be?
Damn. Probably either like if it's something I was cooking per se. It would either be gumbo over rice or roast beef with a very thick dark gravy over rice as well, with crackers for both of those on the sides.
Okay. I wouldn't say that's necessarily...
That's some southern cooking, feller.
I wouldn't say that's necessarily garbage.
Well, that's like if I'm eating like something I'm like investing time into. But like, generally, I'm like, I slap a fucking frozen pizza, chicken nuggets in the toaster oven and call it a meal.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Well, now everyone in chat...
I like meat.
The gumbo over
Meat,
rice
cheese,
special.
friends.
That is the rat meal.
Yes.
If you want to eat like a
If anybody ever stops by my place and I have this stuff, I will make it.
BRB running straight to California.
Come, yes, do. Please. I'm lonely.
And one of my last prepared questions for you. Does the Zaza enhance your abilities?
I don't remember.
Oh, pardon?
I don't remember. What do you mean?
What does that mean?
You think I have pure recollection of what happened? Stoned out of my gourd?
You win this round. I will say that you have genuinely frustrated me because I wanted to know. I needed to know.
I mean, it's possible. I don't know. It's a mindset game.
I don't remember. Well, all right. I think this is a great place to take a break and get some viewer questions in. If anybody has a question they would like to ask, please do so, or get ready to prepare it. We're going to take a quick break, run a quick ad, run to the restroom, grab some snacks and some extra liquid.
Oh, yeah, I get to get roast beef. Let's fucking go!
Yeah, go get that food. Go get that food. We will be right back. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, Pinch, what are you playing? Oh my god, hello, Pinch. We are in the middle of a break. I stood up to stretch for a second, so I'm good. Oh yes, you are technically... You are subscribed, so you may not see this ad right now. I don't know if Raiders get the ad. I did just hit the button, so... Hello. And we are back.
Hi.
Thank you, Hell Pepper, for subscribing for 7 months. I appreciate you.
Hog.
I hope everyone is ready to ask the questions that they have. And by the way, thank you, Pinch, for the raid. I hope that the whichever game you ended up playing at the end was good. But yes, I appreciate the raid. We are in the second half where, well, you know what happens next. But first, before that happens, we have some questions that I would love to hear for Chance. First off, though, on Twitter, we did get a few questions coming in. The first of which was from Space Buffoon. Space Buffoon asks, what is something cool that you would like to both get or create?
Like for my stream?
That is how vague the question was.
Okay, so like 2 things. I will answer one for not related to streaming and the other related to streaming.
Okay.
Number 1, fully functional dual monitors with a 4080.
Yep.
One thing technically.
You and me both.
For stream, I would like a. Excuse me. I would like a proper overlay.
Okay.
Because the one I currently use is stuff as hell because I drew it myself.
I think it has its own Chance flair. It's got the rat in it.
I mean, it's me, but you know.
Yeah.
I like pretty things. I want like because like what I want is something I can't make. I want it to be metal themed. You know, like I love metal. I love listening to metal. I love different types of metal. All that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I want it to be like metal-esque, but you know, with rat themes.
Okay. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Liam has an interesting question. How many senpais are too many, Chance? Please answer with the utmost seriousness and sincerity.
How many what are too many?
How many senpais are too many?
I ain't got none.
Well, yeah. If you had to give a number, like any generic number.
Maybe. Wait, so is how many are too?
Yeah, how many senpais are too many senpais?
I would say 3.
3. So 3 is your limit, or 2 is like the max?
2 is probably the best number because they would bicker with each other, and it would also not detract from me being around.
This is fair.
Given the circumstances, like 1 is too many normally. I don't like that kind of like aspect of things, but if I'm like forced into a situation that would require these things existing, it would be 2.
Okay. What is it with the third one that is crossing the line for you?
Because it's no longer a triangle.
You know, that's fair. And triangles are the strongest shape in nature, so it is the way it's supposed to be. Buffy says 1 is too many. Well, yeah. Buffy...
I vibe with Buffy on that.
Buffy, is that 1 senpai me? Because look at the channel name, and come back to me when you figure that out.
No, you're a Python. That's different.
No, it's not different, because Python is just senpai reversed.
If it was just reversed, it wouldn't be spelled different.
It's a term of endearment. It's for the ones that are very comfortable with their senpai. It is literally the same thing.
No, it's not.
All right. I guess I've been invalidated on the actual way. You know what? Instantaneously, in this one moment, I understand how it feels to be Pinch.
Shit, I'm a handful.
You win this round, Rat. You win this round.
I do the anime wink with like the star that comes.
I also imagine you like you push up your glasses and they do the shine for
I
a
would
split
love it
moment.
if I could do
That would be a really cool idea for a redeem. I don't know if anyone's done it for V-Roid specifically, but that'd be really awesome.
It's probably doable.
Does anybody else have questions for Chams? Yeah, emote at least. That'd be cool.
Oh yeah. I'll get an emote of that.
An animated emote specifically. If you could visit yourself at any point in history, and you were allowed only one thing to say, what would you say, presumably to yourself?
See, like, I want to answer this like as honestly as possible, but I don't want it to like bring down the vibes.
Okay. Listen, on this show, I've had some people cry, and honestly, that's my favorite thing. I do think that it is important that we touch on these things. So if you're comfortable with sharing, then by all means.
I'm thinking of how to word it without like bumming anybody.
Mm-hmm. If it were me, the thing that I would say to myself would be a quote, a song quote, which is, "You're going to go far, kid." And that's all I would say. I'd probably visit myself when I was like 17, 18.
I think, because like the thing I would do is like, the thing I would tell myself isn't about me directly. It would be something that I would tell myself to tell my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And I would probably say, it's okay if we run away this time.
I see.
Because not many people know this, but I come from you know where I'm from. I've said that I'm from Louisiana. But the reason it's hard to not get emotional. To put it simply, my dad, or biological father, as I would prefer to refer, was a drunkard piece of shit who was not a good person by any means. You could probably assume by his previous titles of how bad of a person he was in situations. Also, he was a vehement racist. He is fucking awful. But it was hard for my mom because she was scared that she wouldn't be able to take care of us if she didn't have him around. But she didn't realize that she was a lot stronger than she was. So I'd probably tell her it's okay if we try to sooner than later. Sorry if that's a bit of a mood killer, but it's
no. Thank you for sharing.
I don't want to be disingenuous.
I appreciate that piece of your heart. That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing, genuinely. And I would like to make it like just very clear that it is fine to share these types of things if you're comfortable with doing so. Yes, please.
I don't talk about it often.
Everyone, please huddle in. Give.
Bring it in, everyone.
Yeah, bring it in, everybody. Maxwell is cringing that Buffy didn't say it at any point during the stream and lost a bunch of points, but bring it in, everyone. Let's bring it in.
I'll do it for Buffy if need be.
Are there any other questions before we move on to the ever-coveted bit?
Oh no. So concerned about that already.
Oh, I like that. I didn't realize that when I'm on this particular screen, the glitch kind of travels over to your end, which is very cool.
I wish I could put my hands up and say, "Oh no, it's coming to get me."
Oh no. One of these days, you'll get your own hand tracking. I believe it.
After I get like PC upgrades and stuff, I'll probably get it. Like my PC's not bad right now, but I want at least 32 gigs of RAM before I do stuff.
Oh Jesus,
And 2 monitors.
Are you working on 16?
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, tough.
Also an SSD. I don't have that, which makes things a lot harder sometimes.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I got an SSD when I made my old computer, and it was on the cusp of still being a hard drive size. So it was still a little box, and it was strange making a new computer and having an SSD that is just a little tiny card, a flimsy card at that.
Yeah, they're fucking insane nowadays on how like small and fast they are.
Yeah. Well, if no one has any other questions, I think it's time, Chams. This one is not going to be anything too crazy, I can assure you. I can
take it.
I need you to explain to me what a roguelike is. But,
God fucking damn it, dog.
But I need you to do it incorrectly.
Incorrectly?
Wrong answers only.
Oh, shit. So, like, you have fun. You stay alive. Well, actually, I know. It's like the point, I guess. So first, you have fun. Secondly, you're not weak. Third, you're always gonna beat the big bad. Even trivialized enemies in most games are a cakewalk in these.
Mm-hmm.
And what else?
What do you
You'll
do?
never get upset with you.
What do you do in Dead Cells, or I guess in this case it would be Alive Freedom?
In Alive Freedom, your whole goal is to befriend the end boss, and you with boss in quotations because they're not actually a bad guy.
Mm.
And you collect freedoms along the way.
Okay.
To make your already broken character even more broken.
So obviously they're based off of Rogue as the game. Could you explain to me what Rogue is and how they felt about it when it came out?
So, like, the thing is I didn't play roguelikes whenever Rogue was new. Well, obviously, Rogue was the first technical roguelike. I wasn't, like, into them initially. That was probably... I don't even know when the fuck it released. But basically, roguelike and Rogue itself came out whenever... I don't want to say it like this, but it's like the simplest way of describing it. Whenever the gaming market was, for the most part, not entirely, made up of fucking baby games that are easy, and people decided to make a game that's fucking bullshit hard and very irritating to play for the general populace. But as roguelikes have progressed, they're not bullshit hard all the time. Some of them are. But like they generally, because like the original term Rogue is a game to where you progress, you collect things to get stronger, and die if you don't win. And when you die, you start from square one with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's the after the term roguelite came out, where you keep some sort of permanence, it progressed into the term roguelite. Fused itself into roguelike because every game was both. Well, not every game, but like games generally became both because people realized that the permadeath aspect of a roguelike fucking sucks, and nobody likes that shit except for genuine masochists. Even somebody as myself who plays these games all the time fucking hates that shit. It's irritating. It's not fun. Permadeath is the worst type of game you can play.
I see.
So people devise ways to make it less irritating, because even if you die, you still have some things that like either carry over, or you have minor upgrades that, like, while not directly there all the time, exist when you get to certain points.
So, by the nature of my question, what you're telling me is that rogue and roguelikes and roguelites are not irritating and are perfectly balanced and are made for sadists.
It really depends on the person, but yes. Because everything is based off your perception. If you, like, for example, if you talk to me and you tell me, like, bring up a game like Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah.
That game is not fucking balanced at all.
Oh,
but
definitely
you can talk
not.
to Jimmy, and he'll be like, yeah, it's fine.
It's a
Because Jimmy's a fucking dickhead. He doesn't get it.
Fuck you, Jimmy.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm sorry if anybody in chat is named, but fuck you.
I'm waiting for someone who is very clearly not named Jimmy to be like, oh, my name is Jimmy. Immediately typing it out like, oh, that's my name.
Now somebody's going to do that.
What are some other roguelikes? Binding of
yeah,
Isaac, technically?
Yeah, Binding of Isaac is a roguelike. I fucking hate that game, but it is a roguelike. I don't hate it because of, like, gameplay design things. I hate it because they fucking carry that game. Oh, shit. You have to buy the game again every time there is. But you got, like, most mainstay ones are like, excuse me. You got Binding of Isaac. You got Hades. You got, well, obviously Rogue, which is the origin. But nobody fucking plays the game anymore, except for weird people.
You know, when I looked it up the other night, because I was intrigued and I wanted to ask you a question based around roguelikes, it actually looked like a mud, and I thought that it would be something that someone like Bonnie would play.
What is mud again? I see y'all use that term. Still don't like really know what it means.
If I'm not mistaken, it stands for multi-user. No, it's not multi-user. What is it? Hold on. Mud definition.
Oh, that's water and dirt.
Yeah, there it is. Multi-user dungeon. It's a text-based adventure game. I don't know why I wanted to say.
In a mud, do you control more than one character?
That's actually a good question.
Because, like, there's, like, different little thingies. Not generally, no. Okay. So, fuck. It's like, I don't have enough, like, understanding of, like, what a mud talk about.
It just, Rogue didn't have any imagery from what I saw. It is just what is on screen in terms of character, like text characters. So
I mean, I guess it could be. It could probably be a branch. Actually, it's possible that Rogue is a branch off of what mud is.
This is fair. Now, this is actually something that, like, I would like to research. In fact, bringing up, like, or having a podcast stream where we talk about this sort of stuff would be very intriguing. I think it would be much enjoyable to do. You'll definitely be one of the guests I invite, since you are the resident roguelike player.
That and Souls-likes are my claim to fame. Oh, and Monster Hunter.
Yes. Muds are text, but Rogue is ASCII. Or ASCII graphics. Fair enough. Okay. That I see. So Muds use 0 characters to create an art piece, but Rogue does use those characters to create graphics. Intriguing.
Bonnie's so smart.
Well, Bonnie loves Muds. So I figured that she would be an amazing expert on potentially a game that could be close to what a mud is, but if she has not played Rogue, then...
I mean, like, I'm gonna be frank with you.
Most your chance,
like 95%. Yeah, okay. Right now I'm frank. 95% of people who have played roguelikes and roguelikes have never touched Rogue because that game has a lot of bad stigmas around it. Because 90% of people, like, I don't want to like generalize people, but most people who play Rogue and or liked Rogue have their head up their fucking ass about it and say they just hate that there's fucking tags related to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it'd be like if a Dark Souls player could not bear the fact that there's a game that is like Dark Souls, and they have to fucking
tag.
make it their point to tell everybody about it.
And it has the tag Souls-like.
Yeah. They people with a fucking stick up their ass.
Well, thank you for indulging my silly little bit.
No problem.
I will remember that roguelikes are wonderful, and they are not irritating in the slightest.
Yeah.
And you should play one today.
Have a good time, play roguelikes.
Yeah, 100%. What is one that you would, wrong answers only, recommend to everybody that they play?
Wait, wrong answers? I would just tell people to play Rogue.
Replay Rogue. You should definitely 100%.
If I was to recommend a roguelike to people, the most beginner-friendly would be Hades. Hades is a good starting point for like the genre as a concept, even though it plays differently than others.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so many different kinds of roguelikes. Like they're very, very, very little intricate, depending on which game you look at.
Also, thank you for the raid, Hazard Animations. I appreciate
Hello.
you coming on in and joining us tonight. Allow me to get you a few shoutouts here. Yes, the raid message did work this time. What a relief it is.
We love it when things work right.
You were playing... is this 2020 Modern Warfare or 2019 Modern Warfare, or is this the OG?
I think that is technically the 2019 one.
The 2019 one? 2019, perfect. Well, I hope that your stream went well. I appreciate you joining us. We are actually right at the very end, unless there is another question for Chance in chat. I think
think of something.
Yeah, think of something. But I have another question for you.
Oh, for little me?
Yeah, for little old you. Chams, if you could ask one person, an interviewee on the next show, you don't know who they are. If you could ask them one question, what would you ask them?
Can I ask 2 questions?
You know what? Sure, I'm down with that.
First, will they give me specifically a kiss? Second, if you could have a product made with your like stream character stuff, like not like, you know, not specifically like your model, whatever you, but just like your idea as a product, what would you have it be? Like whether it be like, you know, for example, is like, a special bento box at like a gas station, or like, well, not like a gas station specifically, you know, just something like, not like specifically merch, but like an object or, you know, thing.
I like that question.
I don't know how, like, you could probably word that better.
I think I can definitely translate that for you and make it.
I'm not the most articulate person.
Chams, if you had a Saturday morning cartoon enemy, what would they be like?
It'd be a frog.
Oh no. We're bringing this one into the into this interview, eh?
Yeah. Their main lackey would be a raccoon.
Oh, I hope Pitch didn't hear that. Oh no. Gulp. I guess Pinch is my sidekick now.
Yeah. I'm rewriting the lore, baby.
Plus, what would there? Yep, I guess that's it. That's the lore as written. Pinch, you work for me now. As I glance on over to the electrical socket that's still burning and has Pinch's resemblance, apparently. Anyways, Chance, thank you for being on the show. I appreciate your time, especially for being so last minute. I know you have a lot of free time in your day, but still, it is a lot to ask to be on a show such as this, and I appreciate you. Do you have...
I'm so nervous.
Do you have any final words that you would like to say to Chad?
Y'all are within kissing range. That is...
that is that a threat also, or a promise?
Both. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't really have like announcements or anything.
Okay.
Just watch me. Mm-hmm. That's a threat.
Yes, indeed. Go over, and if you are not already following Chance, make sure that you go over to his Twitch page and follow right now, or else you'll be sorry. And
Smile.
Chams, do you have anybody that you would specifically like to raid tonight?
Let's see.
Smile. Actually, you know what? That will be the raid message.
You know what? It's hard. Well, let me see. Let me just check to see if the person. Okay, the person that I would have liked to is not true.
Okay.
But,
okay.
I mean, I like watching Reds.
You wanna raid Rez?
But I feel like we should go to Astu because they're cool.
Yes. Allow me to get their name.
I'm pretty sure most people here know Rez. So.
Yeah.
Hikari gets it. Following me is required.
Yeah,
if you do not, you are in grabbing range, not kissing range.
Yes. Also, for everybody, because the point when we have decided on the raider is typically the end of the prediction. Everyone who voted no, Chance would not call me a fucking liar.
You have no idea how hard it was to enter the stream with. I have a public announcement to make. This frog is a fucking liar.
That was the prediction. The prediction was, will Chance call me a liar? And you didn't do it, not a single time.
I'm powerful. I know how to make chat points.
Congratulations, Bonnie. I think Bonnie was
smart.
the only two in chat, by the way. I didn't see anybody else who
Bonnie
voted.
has absolute faith in me. I'd love to see it. Imagine losing a bet. Couldn't be me.
Bonnie got that 10K.
Hell fucking yeah.
Oh my goodness. It's crazy because Buffy thought the same thing. Buffy was like, it's an interview. I probably don't want to do the bring it in thing. And you were holding back. So
yeah, it's like I'm like I have like I'm not a villain, but I have the inconvenient mind where it's just like I know what to like. I have tics like depending on who I'm talking to. Whenever I'm talking to certain people, and I know because I know how the question works. I can just turn off those parts of my brain to not act on those things. Even if I don't know what it is, I can just not do it. I think you're gonna do it. Because like there was two things you were gonna put on. And it was like, was that, or it was going to be you embarrass me? Which if it's the other one, you would have probably got that today. You're trying for it.
Oh, I see. I'll remember that for next time. I like throwing that out as like I'm gonna get you.
Oh, please do.
All right. Well, we are going to.
I would hate to be embarrassed in front of chat.
Oh no. Oh, how terrible. How awful that would be. Anyways.
I can't show the queen my weakest point.
We're going to send our raiders off to Astuart Thank you, everyone, for tuning on in, and thank you, Chance, for stopping on by. Our raid message for this evening is specifically : smile : and
I
that is
hate how
it.
I've like kind of made that like a thing. Smile.
And we will see you all. Well, I don't think I have anything planned until next Friday. So next Friday for Poison Points, I will reveal the guests soon. I hope you wait with anticipation, my esteemed watchers, and have a good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone. And you know what they say? What a silly head. I get to say that to chat because we technically leave them and they leave us, actually. So,
Yeah, we're throwing y'all to the dogs.
yep. Say goodnight and say your prayers. And also give Astu the utmost love.
They deserve it. They're cool.
Yeah, 100%. Goodbye. And